Hello students, welcome again to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone is safe and sound at their own place. So in this particular video, we are going to learn about communication. This is going to be the first video lecture on the topic of communication. So let's get started. So the first topic that we are going to learn today is Introduction to Communication. First of all, we need to understand that what is the meaning of communication. Whenever we are speaking about communication, it basically means to communicate. What is the meaning of communicate? So the meaning of communicate is to share some kind of information or data. Okay. We probably hear people talking about communication all the time. Everyone needs it and wants it, but what exactly is communication? Let's just try to understand it. In this figure, we can see that communication is the sharing of information between two or more individuals or within the group to reach a common understanding. The word communication comes from the Latin word communicare, which means to share. So basically, whenever we are talking about communication, it basically means to share some kind of information or data within a group of people or with your friends. For example, if you are talking with your friends in your classroom, there you are sharing some information with his or her. So in this case, you are communicating with your friends. Or suppose whenever we are communicating with our family or with our teachers in a group, it also means that you are sharing some kind of information within that group. So it is all about communication. Now it's time to know the importance of communication. So our ability to communicate clearly and share thought, feelings and idea will help us in all our relations with the others. So through this point, you will be able to understand the importance of communication. Being a student, you may study any language, but it is important that you are able to read, speak, write, and listen well in order to communicate properly. Speaking more than one language can help you to communicate well with the people around the world. Learning English can help you to communicate with the people who understand English besides the language you have been exposed to in your family. For example, your mother tongue. So here we will be able to know why communication skills are needed. Why do we need to learn this topic? Communication skills are needed to inform, influence, and express our feelings. Inform means, for example, communicating the time of a meeting. For example, you are conducting some kind of meeting in your school or your college with your colleagues. So in that particular case, you are communicating the time of the meeting. Second is influence. Influence means, for example, you are negotiating with the shopkeeper to reduce the price. Third is express feelings. For example, to share or show that you are excited about your success or about a given task. So it is come in the category of express feelings. Now it's time to know the elements of communication. Whenever we are talking about communication, we can think that communication is basically a two-way process of sharing information. What is the meaning of two-way process? Two-way process means that it is a combination of sending as well as receiving. So in this figure, you can understand elements of communication. So the first element of communication is sender. Who is sender? So the sender is the first stage through which the communication starts. Sender is the person who is going to send some kind of information. Second is message decoding. What is the meaning of decoding? So decoding means a sender sends a message giving or asking for information. Third category is channel. And what is channel? So channel is basically a path such as a phone, face-to-face talk, writing. So these are the paths through which we are sharing some kind of information. Fourth is receiver. Who is receiver? So receiver is going to be the person who is going to receive the information sent by the sender. And the last element of communication is decoding. What is the meaning of decoding? So decoding means that the receiver replies to the sender. Now it's time to know about communication is a two-way process or exchange of information, which means giving and receiving, speaking and writing. So to someone are examples of giving information. Reading and listening to someone are examples of receiving information. Now it's time to know the perspectives and communication. What is perspective? First of all, we need to understand what is the meaning of perspective in communication. So perspective are the ideas, views or fixed ways of thinking. These sometimes affect our communication. For example, if you have a fixed idea that your teacher or father is strict, even when they are being friendly, you may think that they are scolding you. In the same way, others may also have a fixed idea about you which affects whatever you say to them. So these are the perspective in communication. Now we are going to learn what are the factors which are affecting perspective in communication. We can say that sometimes we are not able to communicate clearly because of the barriers that stop us from sharing and understanding messages. Some of these are summarized in this table. So here there are some factors which are affecting perspectives in communication. So the first factor is language. How the factor can become a barrier. So here we will understand how language can become a barrier for communication. In case of use of incorrect words, unfamiliar language and lack of detail, language can act as a barrier to communicate what one wishes to convey. For example, language can act as a barrier when an Indian who only knows Hindi and a Chinese who only knows Mandarin wants to interact with each other. Second factor is visual perception. If we are judging people or a situation by how they look, for example, a man wearing a torn cloth is poor. If you are if you are thinking about a perception about a people who is just wearing a torn cloth as a poor people, then obviously you are creating some kind of perception in your mind, which is creating a barrier in the communication. Third is past experience. Letting our earlier experience stop us from understanding or communicating clearly. For example, this shopkeeper cheated me last time. Let me be careful. Fourth is prejudice. Prejudice means fixed ideas, which can be thinking like no one in my class listens to me, may stop a student from communicating openly in the class. Next factor is feelings. Our feelings and emotions, such as lack of interest or not trusting the other person, affect the communication. For example, I am sad, let me not talk. Next factor is environment. Noise or temperature in the surroundings may make communication difficult. For example, speaking while walking on the road. Next factor is personal factor, which can be your own feelings, habits, and ways of thinking. For example, fear, low confidence may make communication difficult. And the last factor is culture. Signs which have a different meaning in different cultures, such as showing a thumb, may means good job for some people, but it may be insulting to the others. So I hope everyone understand What is communication? What are the importance of communication? And what are the perspectives in communication? I hope all the topics are clear to everyone. If you have any doubt related to this particular video, you can write in the comment section and I will try to give answer to every query. So thank you students for watching my video. If you are going to like this video, please give a like to my video. Share it with all your friends so that they can learn this topic in a good way. And yeah, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos.